Hey guys, I hope you're doing well today. Today I'm going to be doing a Flashback Favorites video, and what Emily loves, or Emily was the one who suggested that I do this video. I normally do product updates videos, so those are product updates on products from hauls that I have purchased in the past, and then I say if I still have a product or if I used something up or decluttered it, and then the ones I still have I will give reviews on. So that's basically what I'm doing today, but I don't do monthly favorites videos, I do current favorites videos. So my current favorites for this video are from October 2014 and November 2014, so that was when I recently started my channel. So I still have 4 items to share with you guys from those favorites videos because I used up a lot of them or I decluttered them. I think most of them I used up though. So I'm excited to share everything with you and show you guys what I still have and love. For my current favorites for October 2014, I used up the Dove body wash in almond cream and hibiscus. That was nice. I used up the Michael Todd Blue Green Algae toner, and I love that toner. I also used up the Cranberry Anti-Ox toner from Michael Todd as well, and that was nice, but I do prefer the Blue Green Algae one. I also used up the Orly Bonder base coat. It is a rubberized base coat, and I love that, but I haven't really repurchased it because I don't paint my nails that often, so it's kind of expensive to purchase. It's like 10 bucks, but I'll probably pick it up in the future eventually. I also used up the OPI glitter nail polish in True Stefani fashion. This was my favorite glitter ever, so I'm very sad that I don't have it anymore and I used it up, but I've been trying to find it at like Marshall's or something. I'm sure I could find it on Amazon, but I don't feel like paying a lot for it even though it was beautiful. I also used up the MAC Painterly paint pot, but I do have it to share with you guys because an awesome friend sent it to me. And I also used up the Maybelline Colossal Cat Eyes Mascara. That was nice. Used up the Maybelline Cherry Me Baby Lips. You guys know that's one of my favorite products. Also used that up. Used up the Nivea Caramel Cream Kiss Lip Butter. I like that scent. I will probably repurchase it in the future. And then I also used up the Victoria's Secret Warm and Cozy Body Mist. That product is actually one of my favorite scents. I wore it when my boyfriend and his family and I went to Punta Cana, and that was my first time using it, so it just reminds me of that trip. And then I also used up the Victoria's Secret Noir Tease Body Mist, and I like that body mist, but I kind of got sick of it towards the end. So for November 2014, I used up a ton of products as well. Some of these products are repeats, so I'm not going to talk about them. So I used up the MAC Angel Lipstick, the Jane Cosmetics black eyeliner, and I liked both those products, but I can't find Jane Cosmetics anymore. I also used up / it kind of broke the Pixie Eye Bright nude eyeliner. I liked it, but I probably won't purchase a nude eyeliner because I tightline my eyes and sometimes the black can go onto the nude and it looks kind of weird, so probably won't repurchase that. The Wet n Wild Mega Liner in black, I also used this up. I like this eyeliner, but I prefer the NYC one. I used up the Color Tattoo It from Maybelline in Nude Pink. Decluttered, barely branded, and then I still have the Bad to the Bronze one. Well, I used it up and then repurchased it. And then MAC Omega eyeshadow, I used that up but then repurchased it. I'm sorry if that was kind of confusing, but now I'm going to talk about the products that I still have, and all of these are products that I love aside from one that's turning into a love-hate kind of thing. So the first product I'm going to talk about is the Urban Decay Naked palette, and mine has gotten a ton of love, as you can see, especially from these light shades. I've hit Pan on Virgin and Naked, and I've also used up Half Baked and Sin. Sin was just a beautiful pinky champagne shade, and then Half Baked was a beautiful gold. But these eyeshadows, as you guys know, Urban Decay eyeshadows are amazing. They're great quality. They blend really nicely. They're very pigmented. I'll swatch a couple of these for you. So as for swatches, this gray color is Gunmetal. This shimmery brown shade is Toasted. The one below it is Dark Horse. The light matte brown shade is Naked, and then the darker matte shade is Buck. So hopefully you can see that their pigmentation is really nice. I'm pretty sure Urban Decay is my favorite eyeshadow brand. I've grown to know that. I really like Lorac and Too Faced eyeshadows, but I think Urban Decay takes the cake for me. I don't know if I'll be panning this palette next year or if I ever will. I might just gradually use it up. I love this palette, and I'm not sure if I'd repurchase it after I finish it up, but I have been loving it. And this was in my October 2014 favorites, and then also my November 2014 favorites, which is awesome. Next item that was also in both of those favorites videos is the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. This one was gifted to me from Nicole Williams, or Nicole Leanne on Instagram, so I will put her name right here. She's so sweet. So she sent this to me because I guess she just wasn't using it or it didn't work for her, and I have used up a pot of Painterly in the past and I loved it and I was really missing it. So thank you, Nicole. I love this product. It's a beautiful eye base. Here is a swatch of it. It does look a little bit orangey on my skin tone, but blended out onto your eyelids, it does blend into my skin. I do have pretty pale skin, and even though this is fairly dark, I feel like it does really work for me. It keeps my eyeshadows on all day. I also use another primer below it just because I'm trying to use it up, and I honestly could only use this and a cream eyeshadow plus putting an eyeshadow on top, and I'd be fine. I also have tried it without a cream eyeshadow on top, and it still makes my eyeshadows pretty pigmented. I just prefer the other way. So I love this product. This is one I'll continuously repurchase. I have another MAC product that's my favorite, and this is the eyeshadow in Omega, and I have recently hit pan on it. This is a beautiful cool tone to neutral matte shadow, and I use this in my brows and in my crease. Lately I haven't been liking it in my crease because I feel like it hasn't been blending out that well, but I think it's just the brush I'm using. Here's a swatch of it right here. So on my hand it pulls a little bit more warm, but in my brows it's pretty cool. I really like this eyeshadow, but I want to try more MAC eyeshadows that are similar to this tone to see if maybe it's just this formula. I really like it still, but I am falling a little bit out of love with it, but it still works really nicely for my brows, just not as well for my crease. And then the final product is this Maybelline Color Tattoo in Bad to the Bronze. So that's what the color looks like. I actually have recently repurchased this. I purchased this maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So here's a swatch of it right here. And I have used up an entire pot of this before. If I could only have 2 cream eyeshadows, it would be this Bad to the Bronze and then the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. I personally don't have a problem with the color tattoos drying out, but I also don't have a larger amount of makeup. I tend to just buy 1 or 2 at a time and then use them up, and then I'll just repurchase them. So I've never had a color tattoo dry out on me. This one, the original one that I had it for a little over a year, and it was still nice and creamy until the day I used it up. So here's a final look at the color. I personally think this is the best one, and Nude Pink. I tried Barely Branded and that one was kind of patchy, and then I tried a couple of my mom's. She has some colored ones, and they have more, not glitter, but they have like chunkier shimmers in it. So this one's just a nice sheen in my opinion. Hopefully you can see that. So all 4 of these products are some that I would repurchase. I know MAC Omega is on the fence right now, but I probably would still purchase it anyway. So all of these 4 products were in my November 2014 favorites, but then the MAC Painterly Paint Pot and Urban Decay Naked palette were my October 2014 favorites. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had a lot of fun reminiscing on my old favorite products, and it was really fun to see that the products that I used up are some that I still like, but then the ones that I still have are ones that I love or have repurchased. So I think that's kind of cool to see. Thank you to Emily for requesting this video. Let me know what you guys want to see from me down below in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. Talk to you later. Bye.